Okay, just want to address a couple of things that Anthony just mentioned. Okay. The FCC does have the authority to regulate ISPs. In fact, as I mentioned earlier, they are right now in the comment-taking process of developing new regulations for that specific issue, including not blocking services and some anti-discrimination laws. So that isn't true. They do have it. They are doing it at this moment. You can go to the FCC website and leave a comment on this issue. Also, Anthony mentioned something about the open internet statement that the FCC released about how that it seemed vague. And I just want to remind everybody that length of sentences or number of sentences is not a good criteria for judging the merit of a regulation. Especially you can look. I mean, it's a little unrelated, but some of the most powerful mathematical equations ever thought of are 3 letters long. So this is a false premise, I guess you could say. The fairness doctrine, I don't know why he's using that to sort of dissuade you, because making sure that both sides of an argument are heard is an essential part of democracy, and an essential part of an open society, to make sure that corporations cannot simply deliver messages that are in their own interest. It seems to, I don't know, maybe I'm just a liberal, but it seems to go against the sort of spirit of the country and of the democracy to use the fairness doctrine as an example against what we're trying to do, establish net neutrality. And why should he's saying that the FCC doesn't have the authority, but he's saying that the ISP should have the authority to control what we see and don't see. I mean, at least the FCC is a federal, a federal government agency, and ISPs are corporations. They're obviously given the chance going to do what benefits them the most. Okay, and there's a couple of misconceptions that I just want to dissuade. Dissuade, I don't think that's the right word, but you know what I'm saying? One is people think that the internet has thrived because it's been such an open and free market, free regulation. In fact, the internet was created in a highly regulated environment. Once again, from Daniel Wetzner from MIT, talking about the history of the internet, it is important to note that it did not rise solely from market forces. Much of the initial protocol design and implementation occurred in government-funded research labs and saw its initial implementation in academic communities. Even early steps towards commercialization were carefully guided by government funders and were based on the cooperative spirit that grew up in the pre-commercial internet days. So the foundation of the internet is built on this kind of regulated communal morality. And so I just wanted you guys, to don't believe the hype that free market drove it to the way it is. It was carefully constructed to arise in this sort of neutral environment, and people stuck with that neutrality for a while implicitly. I'd just like to leave you all with a quote from Tim Berners-Lee, once again, the creator of the World Wide Web. This is the claim: net neutrality is essentially is an essential part of having a free and open society. As Tim Berners-Lee says, unless we have an open, neutral internet we can rely on without worrying about what happens at the back door, we can't have an open government, good democracy, good health care, connected communities, and diversity of culture. Thank you very much.